They're quick runners. Of course, they weren't really listening that closely to In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Let us pray. God our Father, who is the source of all wisdom and knowledge, thank you for all the wisdom and knowledge that you have imparted into our children during the time they spent here at St. Joachim School. Continue to shower upon them your graces. May they never cease to learn from life's experiences. Help them to be always grateful to you and to the people you have used to mold them and to progress in their life. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
On behalf of the students and staff of St. Joachim School, I would like to welcome you the long-awaited graduation ceremony of the class of 2020. Today is an important milestone in our lives because it is the end of our journey through elementary school. We are very proud of what we have accomplished here, and we look forward to the new challenges and adventures that high school brings. We realize that we could not have reached this point without the help and support of so many people. So it is fitting that we celebrate our graduation here in our church, filled with our families and with all of you who are watching from home. We know that this has definitely been a year to remember. Thank you for being part of our special day.
Good afternoon, St. Joachim families. Buenas tardes a todas las familias de San Joaquín. Today is a fitting that we are gathered here in this special place, our church. This is an important location to all of us because it reunites our spirits and reminds us of the importance of our faith in our journey through life. For me, this church has an important meaning, as I've learned how to grow and share my Catholic faith through this church. When I was born, St. Joachim was the first stop on my way home from the hospital. My parents brought me here when I was introduced to the place that was going to be my second home. We have celebrated so many events in this building, from school masses to the Christmas program to the rite of passage. Each event marking a milestone that we've achieved. We knew that this day would come, and we were all looking forward to it until it actually came. Today we are closing a chapter of our lives and beginning a new one. We all trust that the next chapter because we know who the author is, God. We are just the protagonists of our lives. We know that God knows what we're capable of and He knows our potential and will never lead us astray. As long as we have God in our hearts, He will lead us into the right direction. Today we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2020. A journey that began 10 years ago for many of my fellow classmates who started at St. Joachim's preschool with me. We spent our time learning about shapes, colors, and how to create friendships with our classmates. We soon arrived at elementary school and began to learn basic life skills. For example, saying thank you and please. Before we knew it, we were in middle school. One memory in 6th grade is science camp. Science camp was one of the first times I was away from my parents. I'm sure it was the first time for many other students as well. As the days passed, I began to feel more comfortable being independent. Middle school was so important because we knew it was our final years were ending. We knew we would have to separate and continue our education. During these 3 years of middle school, we focused on getting good grades and getting close with one another. 8th grade soon arrived, and we were the leaders of the school by participating in the school liturgy, committee, student council, and school's choir. We were in charge of setting a good example to the primary grades, especially our kinder buddies. I will always treasure my buddy, Janaya. We expected 8th grade to be an amazing last year at St. Joachim, and and it certainly started out that way. But during mid-March, we were told that we would need to be quarantined for 2 weeks. 2 weeks of quarantine turned into 4 months. None of us realized that the Monday in March would be our last day in the classroom. If we did, the goodbyes definitely would have been different. We were disappointed that we had to miss some of our events that we waited so long for. But with loss comes new opportunities. We tried to make the best out of a difficult situation. Luckily, missing graduation, which at first seemed impossible, did happen. With the dedication of teachers, staff, Mr. Satius, and our pastor, we were able to make it happen. Separating from the classmates I've known for years is something that I've dreaded. Something I find special about our class is that we are all friends. No one feels excluded because we're a tight-knit class. We are all different and unique in our own ways, but that's what makes our class so special. We appreciate each other for who we are. Although we have our own close friends, at the end of the day, we come together as a family. As we continue our journey and move on to different high schools, our bond will never be broken. We all have a special connection with one another, within our hearts. Let's remember to support each other during our transition to high school and beyond. We will continue to work to become excellent human beings that care for others. St. Joachim School has provided me with necessary skills to achieve my dreams. I know that high school won't be easy, especially for many of us who have to balance our lives between school, our family, and extracurricular activities. As long as God is in our hearts, He will lead us in the right direction. I believe that God is the reason we're all living a wonderful life. God created us for a special purpose. Always remember to go to church every Sunday and remember to pray. Our school will always be in our hearts, and our school prayer as well. Each one of us is part of the body of Christ, and we're chosen to live together in peace. So let that peace that comes from Christ guide our thoughts and actions as we serve one another. This prayer will always be in our hearts, especially when you're lost or worried. St. Joachim School and Church has reinforced my Catholic faith and taught me being taught by my parents. Being Catholic is something I'm proud of and I share with others. Being Catholic does not only mean we pray, it also means we take action. We stand up for what we believe and what we know is right. And we have to give service to others and share our gifts and talents, especially right now as our country is fighting for equality and justice. Remember all the good times we had and all the memories we made. Above all, that God created us uniquely. There's no one else like us, and we all have a bright future ahead of us. We just have to work for it. This summer, I had the opportunity to take accelerated geometry, and it's been challenging to face my new reality of having other classmates and other teachers. This class has not only given me an opportunity to excel from the next academic school year, but it's also given me the experience to accept new challenges. Thanks to St. Joachim's faculty, I feel ready to face the next challenge my life will bring. And 30 years from now, I know that we have all positively impacted the world. We will all make a better place, but we need to start now. With the challenges the world is currently facing, the class of 2020 has a responsibility to change our societies. Let us use the skills St. Joachim's Church has taught us to make the world a better world. Thank you for an incredible journey. Never forget where you come from, and that's St. Joachim School and Church. The doors will always be open to us. Congratulations, class of 2020. The world relies on us. El mundo nos necesita. Thank you. Gracias.
Good afternoon, everyone. We all have patiently waited for this day to come, a day to celebrate all the wonderful years that the class of 2020 has spent together here at our amazing St. Joachim School. First, we would like to say thank you to all the faculty and staff of St. Joachim. Your constant guidance, hard work, dedication, and patience is really remarkable. From preschool all the way to 8th grade, you have taught us that learning can be fun, not to be afraid of challenges, to be leaders in our school, to be creative, and to not be afraid of challenges, and to not be afraid to develop our own individual skills and talents. To Mr. Satius, Ms. Baird, and the rest of the faculty and staff, thank you for working through this pandemic and current state of unrest, ensuring that our class gets celebrated in the best, most unique way possible. You, our teachers, are like our second parents, and you have definitely made an impact on who we are today. We would also like to thank our parents, to our moms and dads. Thank you for all the sacrifices you have made to ensure that each one of us gets the best Catholic education. Thank you for all the times that you have volunteered in our field trips and school dances, for all the times you have cheered us in our basketball, baseball games, and soccer games, our concerts and dance events, all the overtime you had to make to afford us to study in the best school in Hayward, and for your care and support to make sure we are strong, healthy, and happy. We may not often say and show how appreciative we are of everything that you do for us, but please know that we are all grateful to have you as our parents, and we would wish for no one else but you. We love you. Can I please have everyone give a warm round of applause to our SGS teachers, staff, and parents. Now, to my friends, the class of 2020. After numerous adventure-filled years, our moment to graduate has arrived. We've all been looking forward to this day, and now none of us can believe that it is happening as of this moment. These past school years were an adventure book waiting to be opened up. It was promising from an outside perspective, but even better as you explored its contents. It still feels as if it was just yesterday when I first opened up that book and explored what was inside. It started on that first day of kindergarten, sometime in August. It was the first chapter of our book. I remember the wide variety of expressions that day. Some students had looks full of fear, while others had eyes filled with excitement. I was truly excited that day. At the time, I would have never dreamed what these 9 years would hold. I wouldn't believe how much growth we've experienced. We have made new discoveries as a class and have become leaders that made a mark on the school. Each school year would also bring action-packed adventures in our lives. As the years passed, some of our classmates left. Almost simultaneously though, we were joined by new classmates whose individual personalities brought something special to the class. Some were extremely helpful when you didn't understand the homework, while there were others that had the ability to make the whole class laugh in a split second. Some people could be phenomenally organized, while there were others that were the exact opposite. Despite our differences, we were still able to work together and make it to the next level. Each member of the class supported each other with schoolwork, gave tips for an upcoming project, and even cheered each other on as we struggled to present in front of the class. As each chapter came to an end, a new one started, each with new challenges and adventures to be explored. There were fun activities and field trips that we all looked forward to, such as science camp in 6th grade, the Shakespeare Festival at Oregon in 7th grade, and leading care families and having kindergarten buddies in 8th grade. These activities and field trips produced countless memories that will never be forgotten, especially Caritas in 8th grade. After years of anticipation for this trip, the day had come where we would go. Caritas was a roller coaster of emotions. Excitement turned to exhaustion as we hiked for hours through the redwood forest. Weariness turned to joy as we all joined in the campfire activities that the staff had prepared for us. Hunger turned to satisfaction as we gathered to eat the vast amounts of food that was prepared for us. Tears flowed when we opened up about our feelings and confronted the past during the New Ice serendipity. Caritas, without us knowing, knit us together like needles in yarn. It sewed us together and made us tighter than we could have possibly imagined. It was one of the field trips that will truly be memorable for as long as we live. Each teacher along our journey taught us something that could help us in academics, such as a shortcut to solve an equation in math. They also gave us lessons that relate to our lives now and our futures. We also have funny memories for every school year, whether it's getting in trouble for breaking a toilet seat, or for just someone having an embarrassing moment. When I reminisce on moments like these, I always get a good kick, even if they were intense at the time. As a class, we have gotten to know each other better as time passed, from being little kids that wanted to grow up to becoming the biggest kids on the playground. We know each other like the back of our hands. We know inside jokes that make each other laugh. We even know embarrassing things that another person has done. We even know who owns lost clothes purely based on its scent. What I'm trying to get at here is that our class has a tight-knit bond. I'm grateful that I was able to experience this bond and that I was able to experience growth with all of you. You all are truly like my second family. Without you, I wouldn't be who I am today. I was given the opportunity to grow up with all of you during these past 9 years. You each have taught me something, whether it was something big or something small. And I appreciate all of you. And I wish you all the best as you live the next few chapters in high school. Make sure to always work your hardest, live to lead and inspire, never be afraid of failure to succeed, and always be kind to everyone around you. Class of 2020, we made it. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone here today and to the viewers watching live. Today marks both a momentous achievement and a step away from what we have grown so accustomed to. This is the day we finally graduate. A day in which we celebrate and honor the determination, hard work, and perseverance of this class, but also a day in which we put all the memories that we have collected into the past. First of all, I would like to thank the numerous people who have been influential in our educational journey. To all our teachers and St. Joachim faculty, thank you for all the hard work you put into your lessons and your commitment to teaching us daily. We appreciate your countless lessons that have helped us grow both academically and spiritually. We value your patience in answering our questions, emails, and concerns, even if we did ask you how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I would like to especially thank Ms. Bayer, Mr. Morales, Ms. Kilgore, and Mr. Holland for making our 8th grade year special. We appreciate everything you do, whether it's letting us play Kahoot or Quizlet Live, or personally stopping by our houses and giving us graduation gifts during distance learning. To Mr. Satius, thank you for your dedication to the school, staff, parish, and most importantly, the students. Thank you for doing anything you could to lift our spirits, whether it would be allowing yourself to be hit with water balloons or starting your morning message with styled hair and Journey's Don't Stop Believing playing in the background. To Father Joseph, yes, I didn't forget you. Thank you for your countless stories, lessons, and sudden questions during the Mass that has helped us along our religious journey, and we are grateful for everything you do for the Church. To the parents of this class, thank you for raising us to be the person who we are today and will be in the future. We truly value your support, and we are grateful for all the hard work you put in so that your children can have a great education. And thank you for always comforting us during the ups and downs, the life-changing and heartbreaking moments in our lives. Today, I would like to focus on the journey, where we have been, where we are now, and the road ahead, which was the theme of our 8th grade Zoom retreat. First, let's look back into the past, the steps we took that led us to where we are now. Do you not realize how fast time has flown? Do you ever take the time to think that just 9 years ago, as far as it may seem, we were just learning how to sit crisscross applesauce? Have you ever counted the number of laps we ran for PE? Have you ever counted the amount of IXL's Retrieve articles, Dreambox problems, projects, novels, essays, reflets, and pop math sessions, Discovery Science articles, My HRW stories, Quizlet, and Google Classroom assignments we have done? Besides growing physically and academically, we have also grown and changed as a class. I believe the one thing that is special about our class is our tight-knit bond. I noticed that whenever someone is out of class for days and finally comes back, we all shout, applaud, or just run to that person. We have always been close as a class, but I feel we grew even closer during Caritas, especially on Wednesday night. That one night opened us to a new understanding of our class that we never experienced before. Now, let's let's look into the present, where we are currently, and the result of what our past steps led us to be. We're graduating. Although this may not be the original graduation we were expecting, this will definitely be a graduation to remember. 5 years ago, I was envisioning more of a grand graduation ceremony with filled seats in the church, but I suppose this was the one thing our quote 2020 vision never saw coming. Instead of focusing out on what we missed these past months, I would like to highlight what we have gained. We are virtually masters of Zoom that sometimes sneakily change our names to connecting ... to get out of class. We are becoming more aware of the world around us and adjusting to the new normal. We are no longer the kindergartners we used to be, but we are the St. Joachim graduating class of 2020, confidently ready to face the challenges ahead of us. Finally, let's look into the future, what will come after this, and the steps that we will take going forward. Although I cannot accurately predict the future, I can say for sure that our class bond will never fade. Even as we go our separate ways, I can say with confidence that this is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. With that, I hope that we all make good use of the wonderful foundation that St. Joachim has provided us. In addition, we invested in building a strong, loving, and faith-filled education to prepare us for adulthood. The next years will shape and mold us even more into the kind of adults we are going to be in the future. Lastly, the class of 2020, thank you for always being there for me and making my experience at SJS amazing. I will never forget these past 9 years and the class I'm so proud to be a part of. Stay gold. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, the day is here, finally. We weren't sure it would ever happen, but it's happening. And it could only happen with the cooperation, the partnership of everyone that's present here today, including Father Joseph, our pastor, Ms. Barrett especially, and all of you, students and parents. So I know there were times when we never thought this would happen, and the last time we would see each other like this was that May 27th, whatever it was, of farewell assembly. But we are here, so we all deserve a real big congratulations. So it's my turn, I guess, to do some thank yous and some reminders. I think it's really important that we remember that education of our children, of a child, is a tremendous responsibility. All of you parents know that. I don't have to tell you that. And each and every parent, especially today, we know that it can't really be done alone, right? Education can't be done alone. It takes a community to do it. It takes a community to do it well. And together with parents, I believe that the school has prepared this class very, very well, extremely well. They're ready for the challenges that face them. And we know those challenges are quite daunting these days. But before we send you out on those challenges to tackle the world, well, to tackle high school anyway, at first, I have to acknowledge and thank some people. First, the faculty and staff, past and present, who served these students, these graduates so well over the years. And we want to thank them, even though they are not able to attend with us this day. Let's give them our thank you applause, please. We are very fortunate to have such a talented and dedicated group of teachers. And of course, to our pastor, Father Joseph, I know I say this every year, but you really are the school's #1 cheerleader. He is always positive, always supportive, always encouraging. So we thank you very much for your constant and steadfast support this year and all the years you've been our pastor. Thank you, Father. And of course, special thanks to Ms. Bear, who is the most dedicated 8th grade teacher in the Diocese of Oakland. I know that for a fact. There's no need to detail her expertise, both as a teacher or to detail her love and dedication to the class of 2020, and quite frankly to every class that passes through the doors of her classroom. It's apparent already to all who know her and observe her with her students. She goes far and above what is expected of an 8th grade teacher. Thank you, Ms. Bear. And then finally, not finally, actually, almost finally, to the parents out there. You've done an awesome job with this class, and I really, really mean that sincerely. They're a uniquely gifted and spirited class. But for some of you, this marks the end of a very long relationship with St. Joachim's School. Because after today, you may not have, well, not may not, you won't, some of you won't have any children still at St. Joachim's School, and for that, I am saddened. And although you will no longer have a child in the school, please know, just as with your students here, your children, these graduates, you will always be a part of the St. Joachim community. So as we acknowledge and I say a fond farewell, I'm going to ask you to please stand when I say your name and remain standing until I call out the list of families who will be leaving St. Joachim's School. The Aguilar family, the Berber family, Buendia Gomez family, the Dalmacio family, the Ferreira family, the Fuentes family, the Jones family, a second-generation family, the Kanawi family, the Lansing family, the Leonis family, the Lopez family, the Molina family, the Moreno family, the Rodriguez family, the Sanchez Aguirre family, the Syed family, the Toledo family, Andrea Toledo family, the Torres family, both Alfredo and the Elisa Torres family, and the Zorilla family. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. For your long-time dedication to St. Joachim's School. Thank you. You can sit down. Thank you. And I just have about a 1 minute, because we want to get to the graduation, don't we? So just a 1 minute message to the class of 2020. It's very different, completely different message for this class, but it's still rooted in faith, still rooted in our faith, and challenges you to always be faith-filled thinkers, but critical thinkers. So the times in which we live, I don't really have to detail the times in which we live, are about as challenging as we've ever had in my lifetime. And I'm probably the oldest person in this room, I think, unfortunately, but in my lifetime, I've never experienced anything like this, right? And a lot of discussion comes about the rights and freedoms we have in this country. And we use that word freedom really very easily in our everyday language. We throw it around a lot as if it's a small thing, perhaps, or if it's an obvious thing, but it really isn't. If you listen to different people to hear about what freedom might mean to them, you'll hear a lot of different thoughts and opinions and examples. Even during this pandemic, many choose to distort that word for their own, in my opinion, selfish purposes. We often misunderstand, don't understand what it means to have rights and what it means to have freedom. And those are two different things. But I'm not going to lecture or remind what the secular world thinks about this, because we are guided by something higher, something more important, and that is God. That is our faith. So just one last reminder that a Catholic education is one, as Andrea said in her speech so eloquently and beautifully, that calls us to serve one another. That a Catholic education is rooted in that Scripture, the love and the Word of God. But it's also rooted in the Catechism of the Catholic Church, right? Catechism, it's a big book. It has so many, it basically encompasses all the knowledge and of the things we as Catholics need to believe and focus in on. And there's this one little section in the Catholic Church, Catechism of the Catholic Church, has a lovely section on human freedom. Human freedom. The Catechism doesn't speak about American freedom, human freedom, because all children of God, right? Deserve freedom. And it goes like this. The more one does what is good, the freer one becomes. And there is no true freedom except in the service of what is good and just. It's beautiful. I'm going to say it again. It's kind of a little bit fancy, a little different terminology. The more one does, the more good a person does, the freer that person becomes. And there's no true freedom except in the service of what is good and just. If there's anything you remember and take with you about St. Joachim School, we know you're ready for high school. We know you know math, language arts, writing. You guys are an excellent, high-achieving class. But if there's one thing you take with you, take that. There's no true freedom except in the service of what is good and just. I think we're ready. Are you ready to graduate? It's been a long time coming. Yes? No? I can hear you through masks. Yes? All right, we're going to get Miss Bear and Father Joseph ready. So the following students have completed 9 years of academic and religious studies as prescribed by the Diocese of Oakland and are awarded these diplomas. Students graduating with high honors have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 4.0, and students graduating with honors have earned a GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. Students earning a service award have completed a minimum of 50 hours of community service during their 8th grade year. So, will the following students please come forward as your name is called? Amaya Rose Aguilar. Noah Ryan Estacio Baltazar, Honors and Service Award. Lizette Mireya Berber. Edgar Buendia Gomez, Service Award. Isabella Olivia Bustamante, Service Award. Nico Vittoria Dalmacio, Service Award, Honors. Ethan Miguel Encarnacion Escueta, Service Award, High Honors. Eliana Marie Ferreira, Service Award. Samantha Nicole Fong, High Honors, Service Award, and Award for Outstanding Leadership. Juan Mateo Frias. Rachel Ann Lacerna Fuentes, Honors Service Award. Anibal Giovanni Hernandez. Lena Cosette Jones, High Honors, Service Award, and Departmental Medal for Excellence in Literature. Kalea Ruby Jordan. Dana Khalil Kanawi, Service Award. John Ray Dave Batisan Laforga, Service Award, Departmental Medal for Excellence in Social Studies. Leandro Buenaflor Lansang, co-valedictorian, High Honors Service Award, Departmental Medal for Excellence in Science. Malaya Keilani Leones. Tatiana Sarai Lojas, Service Award. Janica Ruth Lopez, co-valedictorian, High Honors, Service Award, and Departmental Medal for Excellence in Algebra. Kalena May Percy Manansala, High Honors, Service Award, Departmental Medal for Excellence in Religion. Diego Antonio Molina, Honors Service Award. Daniel Moreno, High Honors Service Award. Guadalupe Nochebuena Mendez, High Honors Service Award. Naya Alyssa Ongpen, Service Award. Isabella Pinto, Honors Service Award. Mariah Natasha Pulido Estrada, Honors Service Award. Brianna Alexis Rodriguez Service Award. Narayana Sochi Cecilia Sanchez Aguirre, Service Award. Abdullah Sayed, Service Award. Nicholas Sotelo Taroy, High Honors. Andrea Toledo, Service Award. Dayanara Toledo, Honors Service Award, Departmental Medal for Excellence in Pre-Algebra. Alfredo Torres. Alicia Lizette Torres, High Honors Service Award. Daniel Matthew Zorilla, High Honors, Service Award, Departmental Medal for Excellence in Writing. And I ask everyone present here and at home to join me in congratulating St. Joachim graduating class of 2020. The next part of the ceremony honors those students who receive scholarships from the high schools that they will be attending in the fall. Please stand. Just stand when your name is called. Receiving the Moreau Catholic High School Praxis Scholarship, Noah Baltazar. Also receiving Moreau Catholic High School Praxis Scholarship, Daniel Marino. Also the Moreau Catholic High School Praxis Scholarship goes to Nico Teroy. And yet another Praxis Scholarship from Moreau Catholic High School to Daniel Zarilla. Moreau High School gives another award. It's called the Bernie Puccini, a longtime parishioner here from St. Joachim School Parish Scholarship. And the Bernie Puccini Moreau Catholic High School Scholarship goes to Rachel Fuentes. Moreau High School gives yet another award, scholarship, the Brother Gary Stone Scholarship. And that goes to Leandro Lansing. And the Holy Names High School is giving a Visual and Performing Arts Scholarship to Tatiana Lojas. And also at Holy Names High School, receiving the very prestigious Achieve Scholarship, Dayanara Toledo. From St. Joseph Notre Dame High School in Alameda, the Saxton Family Scholarship goes to Isabella Pinto. And we have two presidential scholarship winners who will be going to St. Joseph Notre Dame High School, Samantha Fong and Janica Lopez. And I've got to tell you, I believe that's probably the most scholarships we have ever awarded to a graduating class of St. Joachim School. There's one last very, very special award. We asked each graduating class, and this year, we asked the class of 2020 to select from among their peers a student who embodies what it means to be a St. Joachim School student. They select the criteria themselves and vote on this award. This year, the class chose to honor someone who, in their words, is a friend to everyone in the class, a leader who they look up to be responsible and do the right thing, and someone who is passionate and determined. This year, the class of 2020 chose as the recipient of the St. Joachim Award, Leandro Lansing.
This is not written, but I just want to say how proud I am of the 8th graders. They had no practice for today, and they did a beautiful job. All the readers getting their diplomas, that's normally something we practice all week long before graduation, so that just kind of shows what kind of class they are, just doing it on the fly, so good job. As the ceremony comes to an end, I just want to say a few words. First, I want to thank each and every one of you, all 36 of you, for making this year a year to remember. From day one, you embraced what it truly meant to be an 8th grader at St. Joachim School. You were leaders, you were role models, you gave service, and you worked hard to achieve your goals and strive for excellence. Your enthusiasm and your joy were contagious. We read The Outsiders in the fall, and I think of that poem by Robert Frost's Nothing Gold Can Stay, which refers to that brief, beautiful moment between dawn and day that only lasts for one instant, when the sky is golden with the rising sun. Of course, we know it's a metaphor for those golden moments of our lives that are so special and seem to go by in an instant. I hope that your years at St. Joachim were golden. And while they are over, I can promise you that your futures will bring many more golden moments. The best advice I can give you is to hold on to them and make the most of them, just the way you did with your time at St. Joachim. That hectic day in March when we were gathering all your stuff together and quickly getting ready for what we thought would be a 2-week quarantine, as Andrea said, I thought about how different it would be if we knew we were saying goodbye. We didn't know what would happen. We could have never imagined having to sit in this church all spread out with every person here wearing a mask. If we talked about that just a year ago, it would have seemed like some weird science fiction movie. Yet here we are. And you were able to adapt. It's another metaphor. We never know what life will bring us, so just live in the present moment and enjoy everything that comes your way. You handled distance learning with grace and with courage, and I know how disappointing it was to you not to be able to do all the things that you waited so long for, but I was so impressed by how you just kept working and made the best of everything. Do the same in high school and every new adventure you embark upon. Embrace your mistakes as opportunities for growth, and stay true to yourself and who you are and to your faith. I know there are great things in store for you, and I can't wait to hear about all your accomplishments and successes in the future. Once you walk through these doors today, you're going to join a group of very special people, St. Joachim alumni. But St. Joachim will forever be your home. Students are going to be walking down the hallway looking at your pictures hanging on the wall, just the way you have all these years. Who knows, maybe one day, hopefully, you'll come back as maybe a volunteer earning service hours for high school, or you might even get a job here as an aide, a teacher, or maybe even the principal someday. And St. Joachim School will welcome you with open arms. Thank you for a truly special year. I'm so blessed to have been your teacher. I wish we got those extra few months in the classroom, but I couldn't have asked for a better class to journey through distance learning with. Saying goodbye is never easy, but we all hope that St. Joachim has given you the tools you'll need for the next step of your journey. And just maybe, if we're lucky, we have planted a little seed that will someday blossom into something wonderful. Class of 2020, I will always hold you in my heart and in my prayers. And as you leave, I want you to remember the words of St. Catherine of Siena. Be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire. Congratulations.
As this graduation ceremony comes to a close, we want to take this opportunity to thank a very special group of people, our parents. We know that you have sacrificed to send us to St. Joachim School because of the value you place on a Catholic education. You have supported us and guided us since the day we were born. You have helped us with homework and projects, driven us to practices, play dates, dances, and anywhere else we needed to be. You helped us to grow in our faith and are our main role models in life. You are always there for us when we have a problem or concern to give us advice and comfort. We would not be the people we are today if not for you. Thank you to all our parents. We love you very much. We would now like to give you this small gift to show our appreciation for all that you have done for us.
Graduates, kindly stand for the final blessing for the graduates. Only the graduates. Good and loving God, please bless and guide these graduates as they leave St. Joachim's School. May what they use, what they have learned here to continue to follow your path. May they strive towards excellence in all they do and lift up those around them. Give them courage to use their gifts and talents to make the world a better place, to serve others, and to always seek the greater good. Keep them safe in your loving care and grant them peace and happiness. We ask this in your name, Jesus our Lord. Amen. Let us pray. God, you are so benevolent and generous towards every one of us. We thank you for these children who have completed their formal learning in our school and are taking the next step in the places of higher learning. Help them to seek what is best and beneficial to them and to the society. Bless them with the humility to acknowledge with gratitude people who have helped them to grow, such as their teachers, their parents. May they always bring name and fame to their school, their parents, and their families, and to this great nation. This prayer we make through Christ our Lord. Amen. The Lord be with you. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So congratulations and God bless all of you.